Before we started the whole academy, we actually went into a whole in-depth study and research to really determine if what we were doing was the right thing. And all the feedback that we've gotten from the major role players, the bicycle shops themselves, the individuals, the individual mechanics, that is, the consumers, everybody's been saying for a while now, who's going to do this job? And yeah, we've stuck our hands up and we said we're going to do it, and we've been accepted with open arms from the broader industry. We've started discussions with some of the social upliftment projects and schemes. For example, Diepsloot Mountain Bike Academy. We already have an agreement with them in terms of training some of their members here. We've started a process with Quebecer. They are looking to us to train some of their field mechanics. We're looking at other big corporates as well. Momentum has showed a lot of interest. So we're really excited about it. We see those projects as being a pipeline for job opportunities for learners. And we're looking at in the future in terms of placing the people into jobs as well once the training is complete.
Well, I think the main principle is that we want to do the repairs and maintenance on a completely different level. We kind of looked at the motor vehicle industry, and we basically just modeled this workshop on the motor vehicle industry. So the whole process that you go through in the workshop is completely different. We've got a computerized job card system. We communicate with you as a client directly. We've got emails at every workstation. We've got a telephone system with a telephone extension at every workstation. So the way we do it is just on a completely different level of professionalism. We believe that our clients sometimes attach more emotional value to their bikes than what they attach to their motor cars. So we should actually look after their mountain bikes, more closely than, the motor vehicle traders actually looking after the car.
We have the sole mandate to present SciTech here in South Africa. SciTech is a UK-based training scheme for bicycle mechanics. It's been in existence there for 25 years. And it's basically regarded in the UK as being the standard for the training of bicycle technicians. They've trained in excess of 6,000 technicians in the UK. And when we were originally doing the research, we thought, well, why reinvent the wheel? Let's go and look, let's find an international standard. And that's how we came about SciTech. It's branching out internationally, globally soon. There's movement in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, for it to become the training standard there as well. So I think pretty soon we're going to see SciTech as the global standard for bicycle technician training.
I think in the future, especially with the way mountain biking is growing, the demand for repairs and maintenance will continue to grow exponentially. We believe this concept has got potential to be franchised sometime in the future. But obviously with that, we also need to have trained technicians. And for that reason, we decided to open the Torq Zone Academy, which is now bringing in, or it's now it's the official accredited SciTech supplier of technical training in the bicycle industry. So we had to do that. We also believe that there's franchising opportunity. There's also other opportunities that may arise in the future. We're looking at establishing the Torq Zone Nomads, which is a workshop on wheels where we will be servicing at major states races and all other races around the country. We already associated with Advendurance and all their events, the Ashburton National Mountain Bike Series, and also the Trail Seeker, and also the Momentum Dual-X events where we supply or offer technical services for our clients, and not only our clients but to their clients. So our association there works very well for us from a marketing perspective.
We really have two target groups. The first target group being the home enthusiast, the guy who wants to know a little bit more about his bike. We offer a 3-day or a 2-day course, and it's basically what to do and what not to do on your bicycle. But our primary target group is really the professional mechanic, the guy who works in a bike shop. We offer 3 courses, which result in a certification. The technical one being the first one, it's sort of the fundamental component. It's got a little bit of theory and a little bit of practice, practical here in the workshop. And the practical really concentrates on frame alignment and preparation and the pre-delivery inspection. There, when they finish with that, they can then enroll in Technical 2. And Technical 2 is sort of the core of the training. It's the nuts and bolts. There we're going to detail on the bicycle itself, the different components, how to service and repair the components. Thereafter, we have Technical 3, which is really the specialist sort of course. One can specialize in mountain biking or road cycling. And there we go into advanced wheel building, suspension systems, hydraulic brakes, hopefully even the electronic type gearing systems. We've had buy-in from all the major role players in the industry, distributors, the major importers and distributors, the bicycle shops themselves, the consumer themselves, the bicycle mechanics themselves. Everybody's very excited about what we're doing. So 5 years' time, not only focusing on bicycle repair and maintenance, but hopefully taking up or fulfilling a need for the whole industry in terms of the whole training need that they have.
Quite an interesting concept. Andrew, you're in the industry and the business. What do you make of that?
Absolutely fantastic and very much needed.
Yeah.
I mean, every store in South Africa is looking desperately for good mechanics. So I think it's fantastic, and I think the quicker they roll it out, the quicker the standard in the entire country will improve, and the better it'll be for everybody.
Speaks volumes for the growth of the sport, doesn't it, eh?
It does, and it just shows you, obviously, the sport has grown so much, those bicycles need to be maintained. Now, even you at home could become a home mechanic, and they do offer that course, which is fantastic by them. I think it costs you 4,500 Rand for a 2-day course, and it goes through to the most skilled mechanics. But you can take that piece of paper and walk into any cycle shop and say, I've done this course, is there a job available for me? And the chances to probably get that job.
It's fantastic. Torq Zone, look out for them. The moment based in Centurion, but perhaps in the future elsewhere.